So yeah, welcome everyone to the stream. Welcome all the YouTube frogs. I don't know why some streamers do that. That can't just be me, right? I mean, I've seen some streamers, like when they stream and they make a video for YouTube, they refer to the people that are watching on YouTube as YouTube frogs. I don't know if that's just me or anything. I mean, I kind of have a theory why people would refer to, like a streamer would refer to their YouTube audience as YouTube frogs. Because if you, I mean, this is just my theory, so it's not exactly like sound evidence or anything. My theory is that they do it to kind of alienate those that are watching the stream from watching YouTube. Because when you're being referred to as like a YouTube frog, it's almost blaming you for not being there for the stream. Because obviously a streamer wants people to watch their stream. So the term frog is kind of there to alienate you. Because obviously if you said something like YouTube rats or something, then that has a really negative connotation. So frog, it's kind of like a neutral thing to say. Like obviously you're not gonna feel bad for being called a frog. So yeah, for this stream, we're gonna do 2 BC and maybe 3 BC if we have time later. But hopefully I'll be able to demonstrate that you can beat 2 BC without having any investments in the Legendary Forge. This is some pretty basic stuff. I think I'm just gonna do, I might try a tactics run. But I can, okay. Yeah, boy. This almost feels like cheating. Because the thing with legendary items is that even if you don't have any investments in the Legendary Forge, it doesn't matter because it's already in like the highest tier possible. Wait, what's the unique affix? Makes the victim bleed. That's good. I wish it had piercing, but whatever. Like I was looking back at my streams for the first two runs, and then I realized that I won those runs because I had a legendary item in both of them. So I guess like in a weird way, you could kind of argue that that Cells is it's pay to win. Because in 1 BC, the last run, I got a legendary balance blade in the Fractured Shrines, which is a DLC area. Maybe I should make a video about that, saying how that Cells is secretly pay to win. Right, so for this run, we have to go to Ossuary, because that's where we get the ground slime rune, and then after that you get the wall climb rune, and that is in Slumbering Sanctuary, I believe. So I'm not sure if Arboretum can lead to Ossuary. I know for sure Promenade leads there, so that's probably where I'm gonna go. And I'll try to get the Explorer rune if I can. So I missed that last time. That was definitely a blunder on my part. So to get the Explorer's rune, you have to go to the Sepulcher, which I messed up last time. I should have went there instead of Scarecrow. Okay, never mind. We got this, and I'll take the punishment. Not that good, because I definitely want the health flask. I mean, it's fine, it's fine. We'll just go all in on. I don't think it's... But if I get piercing on this, that would be insane. Okay, I did get piercing. Thank you, RNG. Alright, so now that I have the Pierce affix on the infantry bow, we'll be able to see just like how much better this is. Like in pretty much every single scenario. I mean, obviously it's a little luck-based because I just kind of got lucky there. I'm on 2 BC, are there any tips? I will be demonstrating like what my thought process is when I kind of just go through the run. I'll be like evaluating my choices, and obviously I think you'll have a bit more items unlocked than I do. The amulets are really good, especially if they give stats that you want. So for this case, I really want amulets that have tactics on it. What's your favorite tactics weapon? I'm not sure if you count splits, like weapons that are split color. I think purely tactics-wise, probably Boomerang. I mean, the Boomerang is just so good. You can pair it with anything, and I love that there's a new weapon that came from Castlevania. It's the Cross. It's kind of similar, but there's a bit more learning curve to it. Oh, okay, I got 60 kills there. That's really nice. So my thought process is that I don't have the recycle shops. You probably have this if you've been playing the game for a while. And I wouldn't buy anything from the shops in like the first couple of biomes. I think I'm gonna go with Sinew Slicer here. And I think it's gonna be Infantry Bow that gets replaced. Infantry Grenade that gets replaced. How viable is the Gastronomy mutation in earlier boss cell levels? So the mutation did get nerfed a couple patches ago. It's still really, really good. And it's one of those mutations that's more valuable the higher boss cells that you're on. Because food just becomes very, very scarce. Like, obviously it's still really good if you're on 1, 2, or even 3 BC. But you will be getting, like, health-bound refills. Oh, okay, so this is one of them. Can you actually use your head here? I can try. Okay, you can. You can, but I definitely can't get the third one. Because you need the round rune for that. So I was talking about gastronomy, right? So these food items are really good. If you have gastronomy, I think this changes to like heal 75% of your health or something. It used to be 100%, which is absolutely nuts. But they realized how busted that was, so they changed it. So now it only heals 75%. And then I think for the other food item, the smaller food item, it's somewhere between 20 and 30%. Is it 65? They nerfed the numbers. I don't know exactly what it was. So these are the cases where piercing is so good. So because I can hit that dummy and I can also hit that runner at the same time. You're basically killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Right, so this is the part where you normally go to ramparts, but because we have this thing now, we have the teleport rune, we get to go to Ossuary. This is how you get to the ram rune, which I want. So we're going to Ossuary this time, which normally I wouldn't recommend people from going. But if you're learning the game and if you want to progress, because this is where one of the runes come from, this actually does more damage than my infantry bow. We could just go multiple knocks, and it has piercing, and it has some pretty good affixes. So I am really liking what I'm seeing here. A lot of cells now. Can we unlock this? Yes, we can. Okay. Okay, and I think I'm gonna upgrade this to S tier. That is really good. Okay. You get something like this, and then my mindset now would be to try to get something that gives you electricity or poisoned. So I don't believe these do, right? No, these don't. So that will be my next priority because those are, you really want to hit those affixes. And now we can get disengagement. Bank. Well, if we go to bank, we can't get the runes, so we can't do that. I know I saw a comment about change my mind on slow melee weapons. Yes, I have. And okay, this is a blunder. I was gonna talk about this. So, if you're a new player and you come across something like the broadsword, for example, you might find it really clunky to use, just because it's like it's slow and it takes a while to get out, and you might have the impression that it's a weaker item, but that's not the case. And this is something where you just have to adapt because in a lot of cases, wow, okay, that thing actually hit me. Just trying to get my health back. In a lot of cases, you have to adapt to how you play, and usually it's survival that's like the odd one out. Because if you're playing something like the Wrecking Ball, you play something like the Oven Axe, it's just really, it's like a far cry from what you normally play. How you normally play, I guess. Because it comes out slow, so you have to kind of watch your surroundings. And just like the overall mentality of it is, it's different. And like the best way I can describe those types of weapons is that they have a steeper or like a longer learning curve. That is not to say they're weak. If you can master them, like if you spend some runs mastering those weapons, they are very strong. That's where I'm coming from. And obviously, like if you're not familiar with those kind of playstyles, you could come to the conclusion that they're not as strong. And honestly, like for me personally, because we're obviously allowed to play the game however we want, Dead Cells is a game where there's so many weapons that there's almost endless possibilities for builds. And the version of Dead Cells that I want to play is where I have a different build every run and no 2 runs ever feel the same. Obviously, I'm not going to say anything about those people that do like the slower weapons because they are very strong. Obviously, it can be really satisfying if you spend a lot of time mastering those weapons. And then it pays off because you're suddenly like a master at, at hitting things for huge amounts of damage. But I really gotta watch my surroundings. What's your favorite weapon aside from Dead Cells? I've been playing a lot of Deep Rock Galactic. I never played DRG. How good is it? It's probably the only... It's one of the few games where I would say absolutely, like absolutely play it. Because if you search up DRG reviews, it gets like overwhelming praise from everybody. And I will say, having played it, it is absolutely worth the amount of hype and attention it gets. But I mainly just grind XP in the game. I play like the hardest difficulty, which is Hazard 5. Like usually if there's no double XP missions, so because the missions refresh every 30 minutes. I play Hazard 5 and I play double XP. Oh, what is this? No Mercy. That's a really good one. And sometimes if there's no double XP mission, I just turn off the game and do something else. Yeah, it's just a lot of backtracking. There's a lot of open space. Like you see how the teleporters aren't really close. Like you have to walk through a lot of corridors to get to places, which is not that good on 5EC because you get melees. I think I'll just buy this. I mean, part of me doesn't even want to do it, just because I won't have gold later on to buy stuff. Okay, so here it is. Here is the rune. There you go. Almost got hit there. Ram rune. Okay, so we can break those floors now. All right, we're doing it. We are doing it. Yeah, really nice because you get a colorless item and you also get some gold. The scroll is probably the most important one. I tried getting into Noida. That's also one that I've been looking at. But it feels really different, I want to say. The original Risk of Rain is not FPX. Yeah. And I know, I think they announced a new one, right? They announced a new, Oh, this doesn't give you airtime. Okay. And I can actually break this now. Give him a little sneak attack. And I don't think there's enough enemies on the map. That's a little unfortunate. Yeah. Unless I missed something. It's possible I missed some enemies. Flawless Concierge. I mean, I kind of have to do it, I guess. I should have left some enemies on the map. It's just that I don't have the Explore rune, so it's kind of hard to see. Alright, I think we're just gonna go. Yeah, we're just gonna go. It might be this one, because this has the affix arrows come back. Yeah. I'm gonna pick that. That's a little, so we got no mercy. So at least, like, if I die now, at least I get to keep this. Ooh, wait a minute. Stun grenade works. Stun grenade actually works in this fight, right? I think I'm taking stun grenade. I might just take this. I might do this. Because I'm just, at least my goal, my rationale is that we're just gonna lock down the boss. We could take Tranquility, because we don't have any weapons anymore. We don't have any turrets. Alright, moment of truth. I'm just trying to concentrate. Okay, so I really hope he doesn't corner me, because that's probably like the one thing that I'm a little worried about. Out of arrows. So I only get my arrows back if I do the freeze thing. He's gonna dash. Come at me. Dash. Oh my god. I was trying to concentrate there. Well, at least this makes for good content. Watch me just die to the first enemy. But yeah, we get a legendary item, and of course it's this. I might as well just take it over the stun grenade, honestly. Though you do run out of arrows pretty fast on this. And then because I'm just trying to unlock this thing. So we just need 4 more items. I mean, honestly, in terms of mutations here, what doesn't kill me is, it's good if you have a shield. Scheme is okay. The problem is that it's like a flat damage boost. Acrobat Pack is okay, but you need like a specific item, because not all the ranged weapons are good. No Mercy is just generally good, but the problem is that it's 100 cells. You could go to Sanctuary, but you need the wall rune. The only way to access Sanctuary without the wall rune is if you fought Conjunctivius. Alright, there we go. Don't be so reckless now. I'm just gonna wait till those are grouped up together. Yes, and you can roll through the cannonballs. You can even parry them. We're still fishing for affixes that poison stuff. I don't know if Wolf Trap does it. Oh my god. Wait, that's an elite? Gotta be careful. I was not seeing... I didn't know there was an elite there. So even though this one gives you 2 stats, I wouldn't pick it just because it doesn't have tactics. Okay, don't pick it. But stuff like the ice grenade is really good for these situations, because I know those cannonball guys, they attack you so fast. Like, you go up to them, they just instantly hit you with the cannonball. Whoa, okay, I didn't know there were 2 of them. Yeah, look how fast their attacks are. Crazy. Gotta watch out for those guys. That was a wasted grenade. Yeah, is anyone here playing Diablo 4? I think it's out, right? It's out of public beta. But from what I hear, the game itself is good. So I don't know about like the live service element. Because the game is like 60 or 70, I don't remember. But it's like a full AAA release in terms of price. And they have like cosmetic microtransactions on top of it. I feel like it's gonna become one of those games where it's just controversial to... That is really good. I did not know it gave a big food item. It's one of those games, it's kind of like Last of Us 2. It's kind of like Star Citizen. I don't know if you can count that as a game, because it's not out yet. Basically, it's a game where if you talk about it, if you give any opinion about it, it's going to... Like, no one is going to universally agree with you. If you say Diablo 4 is good, some people are not going to like that. If you say it's bad, then some people are not going to like that. I did not see a mimic outside the bank. It's possible that, okay, I kind of panicked there. It's possible that I just passed it, because I don't remember buying anything from the shops yet. Just buy this, I think. Yeah, there's also the whole debacle with Overwatch 2. I never played Overwatch. I mean, if you ask me, if you want to charge people microtransactions, you can do that, just make the game free. Because the entry fee becomes... It becomes nothing for everyone. So I think I'm going to Sepulcher for this. But as I was saying, if you make a game free, then everyone gets access to it. In that case, sure, you want to sell $20 skins, go ahead. But if you're already charging people $60, $70 for the upfront, and then you're selling like a battle pass on top of it, it's just a little too much. Teleporter leads to... Yeah, I mean, that's what I was assuming. So that goes to Undying Shores. I actually didn't know this led to Undying Shores. And then this goes to... Sepulcher. So this is where I want to be, right? I'm gonna be honest here. I bought a skin in Genshin Impact for $20.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no.
I think like selling skin, because honestly, like if you want to sell, I mean, I know some skins sell for like 60 or even $100. Like if you want to sell a skin for that much, sure, because someone out there is gonna buy it. If you're free to play and someone else, like another whale, is funding your game, then it's like a win-win situation for everyone. Because you get to keep playing the game for free, and the developers just keep getting to update it. I know you get the curse pretty early. I don't know if I'm gonna take it. Oh, I don't have... Is this even possible without 3 jumps? I'm probably gonna take damage here. Okay, I didn't take damage. I mean, the trick to those long jumps is that you have to kind of let yourself go off the edge. Is that bat frozen? I think that bat was like frozen there. Some people are saying they don't like the sepulcher. I think I briefly mentioned it in my biomes guide. But the best advice I can give is, like, obviously you're kind of pressured to move faster because of the darkness mechanic. Because if you don't go beside a light source for an extended period amount of time, you start taking damage. Like those light sources, you see how I just kept on going forward? Because I knew there would be one there eventually. They space those out so that you always have time to run over to the next one. I'm in Sepulcher because I want the Explorer's rune. Because you actually get that here. But I mean, I quite like the flavor of this biome. Because you're kind of like in this crypt area. There's like bodies everywhere. And it makes sense because you're basically going tunnel to tunnel, and you gotta use the teleport rune to get past. Can I push him? Oh, I was gonna push him into the spikes. I might just get this. I mean, I'll leave that there just in case. So yeah, you see how these light sources, if you keep going, you will get to one eventually. So if you... I know some people aren't really too accustomed to the darkness mechanic, but just keep going. That's the advice I can give you. Don't try to run back to your previous light source. Just keep going. It is pretty spooky, and I mean, at least the silver lining. Oh, okay, yeah, do that. The silver lining is that you can't die from the darkness if you're cursed. Okay, this was probably a bad idea. You don't want to attract too many enemies. Ooh, I'm glad I killed that guy. Okay. Spiked shield. I mean, naturally, you would gear yourself towards like a faster build, but like you could clear this biome with any build. It's mainly just the mindset of needing to move faster. And I think this is the Explorer's rune. Okay, he just starts attacking right away, alright. You get 2 keys. I almost forgot how this goes, so... Why are there spinning balls here? Well, I got it. I mean, honestly, part of me just wants to take this. Just because throwing knife, it doesn't do that much damage. Ooh, that is really good. So that's actually matching the DPS for this one, even though it's 2 levels higher. Yeah, I think I'll take this. No mercy. Oh, we can just unlock this. This literally costs 1 cell, I just realized. Does that actually count towards the progress? I think it does. I think we'll just dump everything else into this. And we'll upgrade this to S. Shots pierce, deals damage to burning and bleeding. I feel like a lot of the upgrades are just really nice to have as well. Oh, this gives me my arrows back. That's pretty funny. If you parry, you get your arrows back too. I guess that's like one incentive to having a shield. Alright. Just get those parries in. He's gonna get stuck. Oh no. Okay, at least I can parry that. Lost the no hit. She's glitching out. There we go. Yeah, I did get reeled in, but luckily I could just parry that. Okay. We're gonna go to Hype Castle this time. Because there's a thing in there that I really want to get. I mean, I think I do it, right? Just because it's like the only times where you get to dump points into it. So when Timekeeper reels you in, it's 2 hits. The initial hit is the grappling hook, which it does very little damage, but it still counts as damage. And then she hits you with like the melee strike. That thing does a lot, but you could interrupt it if you have some liposuction. Probably the most useless thing in late game, but here it's actually pretty good. Let's do it. Man, this bow is not really holding up well anymore. I mean, at least you can hit things from far away, and I do have tranquility still, so that is a motivation to hit things from far away. Okay, let's just start it. Make sure they're far away. Trigger tranquility. I mean, when you're in the late game, you're basically trying to squeeze out like every ounce of damage. If you just keep firing from off, yeah, he just dies off screen. Gotta watch out for the spinning ball. Please don't do that. Yeah, you can actually parry the tornado attack. I did it on my last run. The timing is a little bit tight though. Get him over there, go to the corner. I'll try to parry it. Yeah, you can actually parry the tornado. The Star Fury's projectiles count as range damage. Yes, it does, but it doesn't count as an arrow. I mean, yeah, my scroll count for this run is definitely a little... It's a bit on the lower side, because I got pretty unlucky with dual stat scrolls, because I don't think any one of them had tactics. I also skipped over the prison biome. What is this? But normally you would have like, I think one or two dual stat scrolls with the color that you want. So this is a little bit unlucky. But sometimes, you know, that just happens. Well, he didn't drop the tornado, but he did drop something. I think I'm gonna replace Wolf Trap. The reason I want Sinew Slicer is because it gives bleeding, which is an affix. It's an affix that I want. Multiple knocks. That's a double damage electric whip. Okay, well, we can actually just go. But you get the scroll at the end. You get all 3 keys. You get the scroll. And if you want to get the boomerang, there's no need to go down yourself. You can just do this. And I see a scroll up here, but of course, I think this is the last dual stat scroll this run. So unfortunately, we didn't get any dual stat scrolls that has tactics, which is actually pretty unlucky. All right, so we're gonna test this out now. Though we have Sinew Slicer, so our multiple knocks is gonna do a bit more damage because it has plus 60% to that. You guys are saying take the whip? I'll do it. I'll do it. Yeah, don't worry. I know it's good. Let's just sure, we'll do it. We'll do it. I'm not sure. Do you keep the double damage affix if you upgrade it? I don't know if it keeps it. You definitely lose it if you re-roll it. This is definitely a little bit below average in terms of scroll count. We'll get the tubes now. We can definitely get that. And we just need one more item. I think I'll just do this because I get this right away. So if I'm doing a run after this, I get to start a shield right away. So this directly benefits me. Alright, double damage time. So I think he gets executed at like 6 point something %. That's how it works, right? Just gotta time those dodges. Flags are a free kill. I think he's invincible, yeah. Wait, did I take damage there? How did I take damage? Did I get chipped by a flag? Alright, he's almost done. Oh my god. Did I block? Can I block once? Oh, okay. I think that was it. I mean, who could have known a rookie like me would actually get cleared 2 BC on the first try? So I appreciate everyone being here. Next time, when I come back, we're gonna be doing 3 BC. Anyways, yeah, that's it for the stream. Take care, guys.